Okay, I think we're live. Hello, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games. Hope you're doing well. Uh, just trying to get the game booting up. It says it's not responding, so we're having a little trouble here. Uh, but we're gonna do a little bit of Suzerain today. Probably not a real long one. I got a paper I got to turn in tonight. It's just double voice. Is there an echo? Hmm. You try to see what could be causing it. Give me a moment. Hmm. Try to see what. Hmm. Give me a moment. Oh, it's just you. You have two tabs open at once. Ah, okay. All right, all right. So, okay then. Let's switch it back now. Okay. Should we give me a second since it's not showing Suzerain on the screen for me? There we go. Okay. See, I do have a paper that I gotta do later today, but I just had to. Oh, I had to take a little break from it. I'm basically done. I was just. Ugh. I've been reading and writing all day, pretty much, except for a couple of things which weren't even. Yeah, I only left my apartment for a couple of things today, and it wasn't even for nice stuff. What's it on? What course? I don't want to get too specific, but it's I'm doing a paper on The short answer, it's on a really controversial historical figure, and the point of the paper is to essentially sum up um, how the different points of view people have taken on this figure, and then I need to take a side myself. And the professor was like really clear about it, and like I'm gonna take a side. I don't give a shit. But it was like I think I sense he's given this assignment before, and he was like really clear about like I do not care what your position is. Just make the argument, cite some evidence. Like, but I don't actually care. I don't have a horse in the fight, which is probably not true. I'm sure he's got a horse in the fight, or in the race, I should say. But yeah, he just wants that point of view. But I just been working on that so much today. I have to take a break. Um, so we're gonna stream for maybe an hour, but I can't guarantee it'll be more than that. Hello, Erdstotska, Jacob Brown, Alec, and such. So I think we're gonna deal with the Bloodish Rising, the unrest among the populace. Mr. President, we have a problem. Explain now. This just came in here. Take a look. BFF attack on Soldam. Yes, you read that right. The Bloodish Freedom Front has taken over Soldam. So we read this last time. ACHG, here you have a blood problem. Here's a blood bag. Ah, thank you very much for the super chat, Med BZD. He probably does. He's just lucky he doesn't have to share it with an entire class. Well, I'm not going to be presenting the paper. Nobody's going to read this but the professor. But it kind of reminds me of I was once taking this class that was on the history of the Supreme Court, and one of the questions, I don't remember if it was on a midterm or on the final, but there was like an essay question. One of them was about John Marshall, and it said, okay, John Marshall, he wasn't the first ever Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, but he's kind of in the zeitgeist. He's the first one. He's the one who really makes the Supreme Court what it becomes. Marbury versus Madison and a whole lot more. So she had asked, the question was something to the effect of, if John Marshall was on the court today, who would he vote with typically? Like his voting bloc. Is he going to be conservative? Is he going to be with like the liberals? This was a couple years ago, so the court had different people than it does now. But I remember she was, you know what? It must have been a midterm, not the final, because I remember she was passing the papers back later, and then we were going over it. But I remember she says, "Okay, look, I don't care who you say John Marshall is going to vote with. And she starts going off. She says, I don't care if you'd say he'd vote with liberals, with conservatives, that he doesn't align with either of them, as long as you made the argument, as long as you provided some kind of evidence. Saying John Marshall would have voted with the Federalist Society judges because he was a Federalist. No. No! Anyway. So, yeah, I'm not having to present this to the class. So anyway, the dam provides 90% of... let's get back to the game. Electricity to Bergia, neighboring regions. They destroy the power station. I don't even want to think about the outcome. Thankfully, no casualties have been reported yet. We know they have taken the staff as hostages. So, goodness gracious, this is a bad scene. I've never gotten to the point where, I don't know what we're gonna do here. I wonder if this is gonna give me the achievement though. Let's see here. Isn't there an achievement about this? Yeah, I'm looking it up. There's a couple of blood-related achievements. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few that are related to this, apparently. So, this is ridiculous. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to see, like, if we can get an achievement here since I screwed up and we're not going to get the Crocodile Tears one. I think that just because we've done this, we're going to get the achievement, so that's good. If John Stark, who said live free or die, were still alive today, he'd be 287 years old. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So let's just, what are we gonna do here? I don't know. So they've taken the staff as hostages. If news gets out, we'll be the laughingstock of the entire world. In a simultaneous attack, the bloodish terrorists. Oh shoot! Oh, did we lose the footage? No, we're good here. I'm not figured out. Bloods are from another country. Sort of. Bloods are like Kurds, where they're an ethnic group that doesn't have its own country and exists as a minority in several. Jacob Brown says, "Can you decide?" You know what? Yeah, sure. When we get to the option, you get to pick it, Jacob, unless somebody outbids you. When the time comes. So, anyway, bloodish terrorists have raided the governor's office. They've kidnapped the governor. They're holding him hostage. Karl is on his way right now. He'll tell us what he knows so far. He saluted me. What's going on? Mr. President, I'm so sorry for being late. I already informed the president of the situation. Do you have updates? We have just received the demands from the terrorists. What are the demands? In the name of... President Rain, in the name of peace, we have taken hold of the Sol Dam and the mayor of Dire is our hostage. Whatever. The free people of Bloody have suffered enough under the tyranny of Sordland. Our villages were destroyed, our men and women assaulted, our children killed by our very own government in the name of this dam. We, the BFF, are with the people. We, the BFF, always defend the downtrodden. We, the BFF, fight for freedom. We, the BFF, are not like the... Okay, I think we got it, bro. Are not like the Swedish government. We know compassion and we believe in a chance of reconciliation between our people. That is why we're demanding a delegation from the Swedish government to negotiate the price of our freedom. We're ready to sit at the table as equals. Make no mistake, we also know that true freedom comes at a cost. We will not hesitate to sacrifice as many lives as it takes to achieve our goals. If our demands are not met, we will cut off electricity to the entirety of the Bergia and Nargis regions along with the mayor's head. Take this as your final warning. Yolak Blodrat. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, I just got an achievement. Yolak Blodrat. So, there we go. That's cool. So yeah, we'll let Jacob Brown pick this one. The stream police, yeah. Look, gonna get a little blood. Mr. President, the BFF is a threat against our nation. They must be completely eradicated. Okay, so Jacob Brown, do we negotiate with terrorists? Or do we say we're not gonna negotiate with terrorists, or do we try to go diplomatic? So, yeah, it's essentially, we're gonna get violent, or are we gonna, just let it go. Just let me know, let me know. It's kind of like the Basques in Spain. No, I think they're meant to be the Kurds. I feel there's a lot of Kurdish energy going on there. Could be a little bit, but it's kind of like how sometimes you can really tell when somebody's going all in on a certain comparison. So, for example, in Dune, the Apaches are in there, but it's also pretty obviously supposed to be the Fremen are Arabic in nature. Well, yeah, well, it's like they're canonically they're Zen Sunni. Yeah, they're descendants from the Zen Sunni tradition. What are we doing, Jacob? And if somebody was asking how my day is, I'd say, hold on. I want to see what Evil Reign can do with diplomacy, like Mussolini and Pius XI. Diplomacy it is. Okay, we need to approach this diplomatically. We'll do what they say and send delegates. What? We can't negotiate with terrorists. The Basques have tried to get independence from Spain. Well, yeah, so the Kurds have also tried to gain their own independence. Anyway. I agree with... I'm getting my accents mixed up. I agree with Miss Graf, Mr. President. Violence is better. Please take the message you were sent to other criminal elements in the country. I gave you an order. As you command, Mr. President. This is ridiculous. Our forefathers will be rolling in their graves. Times change, Lilius. This is for the good of the nation. We'll see about that. I am done with this meeting. Come on, Karl. We are leaving. Mr. President. Okay, so journal entry. Approaching demands diplomatically. So we're going right into that. Oh, we've got two other decisions we got to make, though. We've got a industrial expansion and security act. So we're going to do the industrial expansion. I guess it's just a question of what. Oh gosh, military industry invest would be -3 government budget. I'm pretty sure that that's because of the because I didn't do anything with the military earlier, so it's more expensive to boost it up. I think that this just changes. I'm looking at this, like, it doesn't look like this is explicitly capitalist, me doing any of these three. But obviously we want to get the economy going. Oh my gosh, it's in the red again! What the fuck is happening? Okay, so it's, so I think that, what do we think? And like maybe automotive or electronic, right? Let's get a little poll going. Military is always -3. God, they just make winning the war harder and harder and harder. Okay, what industry to fund? I'm going to put a poll for either between automotive or electronics, which I think is kind of most fitting for our character. Automotive, cars, or electronics. All right. I'll set a timer. Let's do like a 2-minute timer. So just vote, 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 or bid. Excuse me. You could bribe. Excuse me. You could lobby. That's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I got a timer going over here. Let's see. And I don't think it super matters. Well, like obviously it does. Like I think it helps different parts, but like the public is gonna like it, no matter what. It's gonna cost us 2. Government budget also. Actually, I'm looking now. Yeah, so there can be a difference in what section of Sordland that it helps, but it's basically gonna just boost the same one. So this is purely an aesthetic decision. Wow, 50-50. Cars or computers? What are we doing? Well, not computers yet. So I was flipping through this little art book I have. It's of this this proposed like tourist idea that was come up with in like the 80s, I think, to make 12 travelers. That's what they call the 12 traveler statues in El Paso. For tourism, and the concept was, according to the artist, he's the one who pitched it, he just says, these are my 12 individuals I want to do, and they're chosen not for personal virtue, but as metaphors for historical movements or periods. So, even though it says 12, there's really, I think, like 14 of them. So, number 1, and this is not the order they ended up going up in, and he died before they could all finish anyway, but number 1 would have been Cabeza de Banca and Estebancio the Black, who did a transcontinental crossing of the area after they got shipwrecked. Number 2 was Juan de Oñate, who was a Spanish governor. Number 3 was Fray Garcia de San Francisco, who's the one who found the pass in the north. And then 4 would be the Tigua Indians. Number 5 would be Juan Batista de Anza, who was a governor in the 1700s. Number 6 would be Zebulon Pike, American explorer with a great name. Number 7 is Susie Shelby McGoffin and James McGoffin, who were cousins, but they both were notable persons of interest in the area. Number 8, Benito Juarez, the Mexican president, who was the governor in the El Paso area during the French intervention. Number 9, Lozin, who was an Apache warrior and medicine woman. Number 10, Lieutenant Henry Ossian Flipper, a Buffalo soldier. Number 11, John Wesley Hardin, who's a gunfighter. And number 12, Pancho Villa, who I think we all know who that is. The Thexclar, interesting. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. It looks like the winner is electronics. Yeah. All right. Expand the electronics industry. Okay, we got some economy overview here. Yeah. 10,500 Swedish rent per person to support entrepreneurs and aspiring students in the field. We'll assist them with training, materials, manpower, and reimbursing up to 70% of costs for all equipment needed. Damn, that's a big bill. No wonder it costs so much. Bloodish uprisings going on. Obviously not good for order. Have I heard of Bass Reeves? I think so. Couldn't tell you off the top of my head. There's a lot of Western characters. Pancho's the only one I know. Yeah, Pancho is like definitely the most famous of the 12. But, you know, they're meant to be local people. That's the whole point. I'm trying to think who would be the next most famous. Maybe Benito Juarez. Yeah. Government dedicates investment to electronics. We're investing with it. Many companies formed by Gelsord. Researchers are going to be funded with government support. Technological thing of raid. Experts in the country who praised Arcasia United Cantana on their dedication to investing in electronics have also extended their commendation to the Reign administration for economically advocating such measures. Will Sordland manufacture its own radio soon? It might now soon be possible to think of such reality. All right. So we have here the Security Act, which which I don't know. I'm looking this up. Security Act. What it says here, the lack of security due to the period of social upheaval calls for drastic measures proposed by the majority of the GNA. Section 1 of the Estate allows the use of force whenever deemed necessary. Section 2 orders that suspicion-based arrests and confiscation can occur without warrants. Section 3 allows security forces to use their authority beyond the legal limits that are permissible if it ensures maintaining state security and by extension the general public. So, okay, I'm looking at this. Is gonna turn us soulless if we sign that, and I want to be capitalist more than soulless, so we gotta veto this. This is not gonna go to a vote. Sorry, guys, because this is just a fundamental criteria of the run. All right, so actually, this is gonna make a bloodish opinion go up, so that might help with the negotiations too. All right, let's see what happens. Chapter 4, checkmate. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna do a soulless run sometime, for sure. Come on. Come on. Alright, what's next? End of day at the home. Oh, yes. I think this is where, I think this is where we could finally get the Monica achievement, where we push her over the edge. So the house was totally dark. There was a note from Monica. She'd gone to visit her parents for the night, taking Deanna. She left me some food I could reheat. I took the pot out of the fridge. I was filled with an unidentifiable grayish-looking stew. Evidently, my wife was still upset with me. See, that's funny because it's like when she's in the women's commission or doing the women's commission stuff, the grayish stew is there, but then the reason is that. Okay. All right, yeah. So okay, we should be good now, yeah. But I was gonna say, oh well, actually, Nekrasov is totally right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even if we go full soulless, Soul is not gonna like us, because he wants to be the guy, and he doesn't want somebody else to be the guy. So if anything, when the time comes for me to do a soulless run, I'm probably gonna set it up that I kill him and get that achievement. Out with the old dictator, in with the new. So let's order a pizza. I'm not eating that. Asked him to pick up pizza for dinner. Went back to the kitchen and asked Frank's voice. Oh, I thought Mom would pick up. Hello to you. Hello to you too, Frank. Have you heard anything from Uncle Peter? That's still too painful to talk about. Okay. It's so messed up what he did. How's Army life? It's alright. They keep talking about how things might escalate with Rumberg. Let's see here. Queen Beatrice will back off if she's, knows what's good for her. Even if that means sacrificing your only son. Got it. If it came to that, yes, yeah, fuck him. If it came to it, I'd blow my own brains out before I died for you. Damn, Frank. Watch your mouth, or I'll personally transfer you to the border myself. The doorbell rang. Sergey was here with my pizza. It's dinner time for me. Yeah, okay. Bye, Dad. Let's see here. You can get Soul to like you on a soulless run? Really? I'll probably still kill him, though. Pizza he brought in was gargantuan. Have Sergey join me? No. Just leave it on the kitchen table. Enjoy your dinner, sir. I ate my pizza alone by the light of the television. Oh, I guess that's not the scene. Oh, it's later. It's when she's out drinking. She doesn't take the kid. Women's rights. Act of courage. President Reagan vetoed the Security Act. The president did the right thing to prevent the harshest law package the country's ever seen. Women's rights bill has failed. The bill, without the support of the president, it was doomed to fail from the start. Nice, so I don't even have to veto it. It just didn't even make it through. Former VP not seen since dismissal. His villa in Earlery has been empty for months. Okay. Conservatives tried to obstruct administration. Gloria, Tory, and her fellow conservatives have no apparent motive other than blocking rain at every turn. Reformists are trying to obstruct me as well. Election campaign is ramping up. And the grand opening of Morna Port. Yeah, check this out. I think we got 2 bars back on the economy. Sweet. Flow of goods is pouring towards Holsworth faster than ever via the Morna Port. Rain refuses Security Act law. Okay. What else is going on? Let's check the economy. Improved transportation links. Nice. So both of our super infrastructure projects are done. Very cool. You've been a loyal and good father to Frank in every game. Hello there, Tentacle. How are you doing? Well, sometimes he's a little bitch and needs to be treated accordingly. More bills! Okay, so we've got the Human Dignity Bill and the Children for Future Bill. I guess let's see what each of these is. Children for Future, I don't remember this. Oh, the delegates are also back. Children for Future Bill. To expand on the social benefits initiative set forth by the Commission of Social Progress and Uplift, the Parliament passed the CFA with the following laws. Section 1 will see that the state issue a fixed payment to parents not in the medium or high income bracket for every individual child. Section 2 will unlock state support for the children of unemployed families to finance each child's education and special health care needs if they arise. So it's basically a universal income for the poor who have children. It's also for if the family's unemployed, the child will still be able to get educated and see the doctor. Oh, my gosh, it costs money. Ooh. So, we're vetoing this hard. Is this a new bill, by the way? Because I don't remember this. I feel like I would have passed this in my Millennivis run. So that's a hard veto. I feel like I've vetoed a lot of things. Isn't there let me double check this. I think there's an achievement for if I do a certain number of vetoes. Obstructionists if you veto 5 bills. Oh, I already have that achievement actually. So never mind, doesn't even matter. These bills only show up if you have a surplus. Oh, okay. Alright, and so then, and I do have money. So I have money and now they want me to spend it. That's not cash money at all. Human Dignity Bill. The newly proposed bill will amend Section 3 of the 1923 Legal Transactions Act. Ooh, this is going to cost money too. That allowed the legislation of transactions which occurred in non-registered businesses or other entities like single persons if the parties delivered accurate documentation to the financial authority. This created a legal loophole for prostitution. The Human Dignity Bill will protect common decency and prevent the violation of moral principles that occur in the act of prostitution by making it a legal offense in which perpetrators are punishable by law. So we're also going to veto that because I don't think the public wants to be taking the hookers. But also it costs money. That's disgusting. What about my dignity? My dignity to have cash. Yeah, just go buy money, peasants. They should have invested in crypto, you know. So vetoing that shit. Okay, so the delegates are back. Governor has been released from captivity. Leader of the delegates, Masoon Leakey, will be arriving at Marin Pollutant Pads to discuss the results of the meeting with the president. He'll be provisioned with a guest level security clearance immediately upon arrival at the Maroon Palace, and he's just gonna freaking blow me away. So 2 more vetoes. Radical. Protect Sodish sex workers. Supporting sex workers' laws helps protect health, safety, civil rights, and human sex workers. Thankfully, government made the right call. Uh-oh. The radicals are liking me. No future for the children. How does this administration... Yeah, children will die because of this decision. How does this... Children will die because of this decision. How does this administration sleep at night? Okay. Yeah, prostitution is just as valid capitalist enterprise as any other. Exactly. Exactly. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Okay, so I guess let's find out what's going on with the uprising or whatever, right? I straightened myself on the sofa. He just returned. I'm glad they released the governor, and they did not harm anyone. Everything has gone incredibly well so far. Why did they release him? They said they wanted to return the gesture of goodwill. Apparently, nobody expected you to hold talks with them. And so they gave away their bargaining chip just like that? Yes. They don't want violence. They only want their voices to be heard. Oh, now they are against violence? While I do not support any of their actions, you must understand they have a lot of bloodish people supporting them today. Many in the ranks were young men, probably recruited from the villages in Bergia. They are led to believe the BFF is the only way to make their voices heard. Because you have left them no choice. So I'm to blame for this attack? Our people have suffered a lot throughout the short history of this republic. Even though the state keeps denying it, all of us know this to be true. You have only fed the stigma and discrimination, reinforcing this vicious cycle. I did know that there was a statue of Abraham Lincoln in Tijuana, yeah. Him and Juarez were pen pals. So let's look for something here. I got something stuck in my teeth. I'm looking for my floss. I usually keep a pack of floss in here. I'll just go get some from the bathroom. Whew, okay, I'm back. From outer space. Alright. So, let's see here. I advise you to watch your words, Mr. Leakey. I don't want to be disrespectful, Mr. President. We have an important matter to discuss here. I don't want these meetings to fall flat. Especially not because of me. Please excuse me for my language. Let's move on to what the BFF demanded. First of all, they want the region of Bergia to be made autonomous. They want the local populace to be able to govern themselves. Excuse me. I gotta get this thing out of my teeth. I can't deal with this. Okay. Alright. So, what are we gonna do here? These statues not heard of pen pals, that's interesting, yeah. CHD teeth ASMR, yeah. How do you shape? Oh, I see the, yeah, where's your Bitcoin mine, worker? Yeah. I see that, I just saw now that two of you at the same time said the, oh no, three of you said the sleep like a baby for the like, how does he sleep at night? That's really funny. Dental ASMR, are you guys able to hear it? A tongue and a handshake. A merchant's best weapon. So, they want autonomy. Actually, isn't there an achievement for giving them autonomy? I don't know when the heck else I would get this chance. Let me look into that real quick. No, guess not. Alright. These are the demands. They want Felix Braun to be dismissed from his position as governor. They want a local assembly to be formed responsible for all regional affairs of Persia. Which is elected by the residents of the region. They also want the revocation of the ban on the Bloodish Freedom Party, as well as amnesty for every Bloodish prisoner who was arrested for alleged separatist actions, including Duel Arc. This is going to probably be something you guys vote on. I don't know what to do here. It's been a long time since I heard that name. He was dubbed the Bloodish Terror by Tarquin Sol when he led the BFF against the state in 1935. Nobody had spoken of him since his arrest more than 10 years ago. Okay. So... Alright, I'm going to put this to a poll. Response to demands. We're going to say... Except for peace or refuse. Alright, we'll give this a few more times. Achievement for the dam blowing up? I don't think so. I'm looking. Alright. Okay, yeah, there is an achievement if it gets blown up, yes. So, I don't know how we can. We're in a coalition with the National Front. Question is if autonomy is capitalist. Yeah. I'll just take a couple minutes to vote, everybody. There's actually less people here than there were yesterday, which makes sense. It's a weekday, but... Vote quickly, please. Actually, there's only a couple people who haven't voted yet, but I think it... Yeah, it's so tight. I think you can still swing it. We're in a coalition with the National Front. Well, it's not a formal one. They just work with us anyway. We already said no to amnesty for political prisoners back when you picked the decrees. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think there's still like 2 people who haven't voted. I'll give you like 20 seconds. Yeah, that's right. There's always a delay. Thought we had a formal coalition? I don't know. Hey, the bots are here! Bots! Thank you. Good job, Yeti. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. Doesn't look like anyone else wants to vote. So the winner was wait, hold on, it's not showing the thing. Did my poll disappear? Yeah. So people are saying refuse it. They say there's no way I can accept such demands. So you'll initiate the attack then after they release the governor? Oh, counter offer. Art of the deal, baby. Okay, we're gonna have to do some quick polls here. No lobbying. We don't have time for lobbying. So, option 1, 2, or 3. So 1 is only amnesty. No autonomy, yes to rest. Or 3, they must surrender. Okay, so let's give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Go, go, go. Stotzi arrives to Thought Patrol. Oh man, I gotta say, I know that I'm reading on the screen right now, but I was getting a headache working on that paper. So this has actually been really good. Just you know, taking the break here. Meet me in the middle, meet me in the What's this? Do the 3rd. Maybe we could betray them later. Shit, I don't know. It looks like the... I don't know, it's pretty tight right now. I'll make sure the winner's gonna have to be something that it gets at least 50%. You hit 3 when you're going for 2? I don't know, but... All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, the winner is number 2, especially because Jacob said he was also going for 2, but even with that incorrect vote, oh, and actually, yeah, somebody just voted again to put it over the edge. So it's 57% for option number 2. So we're gonna do everything except for the autonomy. It's just good business. You think they'll accept that? They will if they truly desire a diplomatic solution. Let me pull up some Art of the Deal quotes. Whoa, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. Very sorry. Wow. Let me try to find a good quote for this situation. My style of deal making is quite simple and straightforward. I aim very high, and then I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing to get what I'm after. Alright. So, alright, bless you for the burp. Yeah, right? I was already indigestion. See what did I eat that made me do that? Like, I had some soup. I thought your meeting was over. We can call it over. Let's move to the situation room. They're waiting for us. Alright, let's go. Let's see here. We're going to be able to get all this stuff. We're making a counter offer. What's the news? Administration tries to find middle ground. That's what I am. I'm a negotiator. Oh, a lot more things here. Okay, so we have the alcohol tax time. Yeah, I forgot they really start to hit you with all of these at the end. Alcohol tax, this is an easy one. The government, now this one's actually a little bit maybe slightly counterintuitive, but okay, so the Alcohol Tax Act. The GNA proposes the ATA to socially deter the excessive amount of alcohol consumption that has arisen in the general populace and to increase tax revenues. Section 1 will impose a 20% tax on the sale of all alcohol products sold in the country. Section 2 makes local alcohol production that is designed for export exempt from taxation. Section 3 establishes a 25% import tax on foreign alcohol products which come from countries that have no trade regulations imposed on these types of goods. So this would give us a government budget, but nobody's gonna like it. It's bad for the economy, and it's actually anti-capitalist. Taxes are good. State capitalism. Yeah, good night, Alec. Taxes are vile. Yeah, and nobody wants the taxes. No to the taxes. This is another easy veto. Geez, we're gonna get like that veto. If I didn't already have the achievement for the veto, I think we would just get it today. Let's see. I did find a book that goes into Trump's history of negotiations. It looks at his methods, successes, and failures. Definitely need to get it at the library after Sword and Blossom. I was actually at the library today. It was like the only time I got out of the house. And freaking at the house. I don't live in a house, but you know, but got out of the apartment. And they did not have a copy of Moby Dick other than the movie, or one of the movies. But freaking, I couldn't believe it. Like, the quintessential early American Republic novel, and the goddamn library didn't have a copy. I'm not blaming the librarians, but it's the fucking city that keeps smothering us. Like, they already closed down permanently one of the libraries that's on my area of town, the one that's closest. And then the downtown one's all fucked up, probably going to be for years, because they just broke it up and closed it off. So it's functionally closed. And then, the only one that was still kind of close and even it's a bit out of my way was, doesn't even have something like freaking Moby Dick. And there's other stuff that they have, but like the Moby Dick thing, I was downright offended. The Grand National Assembly must feel like, what's the point in passing any law anymore? Alright. Okay, yeah. No bill for you! Okay, next is the Fair Luxury Tax Act. The Assembly proposes an amendment to Section 6 of the Tax Code of 1949. The FLTA seeks to improve the fairness of the taxation system and increase tax revenues. Section 1 sets a 15% tax rate. Oh, this is clearly communist shit. Let me go into the Russian accent. Section 1 sets a 15% tax rate, which will be a little Dracula in there, which will be imposed on items of the luxury goods class determined by the Ministry of Economy. This encompasses jewelry, furs, sports cars, yachts, private planes. Section 2 of the amendment will establish a 10% estate tax for the conditions of purchase, sale, and transfer of property, in particular inheritance situations. So that's hell no on that one. That's another veto. Is that my 5th veto for just today's stream? Let's check which ones I did. Okay, so I vetoed. Oh, we did the investigation here. Resumed. Yeah, that's the 5th veto today. I vetoed Security Act. I vetoed Children for the Future. I vetoed the Human Dignity Bill. I vetoed the Alcohol Tax Act, and I vetoed the Fair Luxury Tax Act. Just bam, 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 bam. No more. I don't remember what movie it was, but there's a scene where like a woman, and she's like Asian. She's watching a TV, and somebody's like, what's going on? It's like the parliament's in session, and you're like just seeing people brawling, and then she's going, kick his ass, no more big government. I don't remember what that was from though. Exactly. If you tax my 5 yachts, how will I save up for a 6th? Funding political youth group. The funding of costs money? No. The possibility of funding a political youth group has arisen and would serve us to extend our ideological reach and boost our election efforts. The presidency would privately funnel a large amount of government funds to the youth wing in exchange for loyalty and support. So obviously that's a no. We're not going to do that. Alright, what's next? Emergency call on an escalating situation. Oh boy. Ministry of Defense. I put on my clothes. Sergei's there. This way to the car. We're in the war room. Going to war is simply too risky. We must maintain peace in Sordland. Oh, so this is the... Okay. So this is the stuff with, Rumberg. Yeah, so... We have much to lose against what? Yeah, so this doesn't really matter. So they downed a plane with anti-aircraft fire. Are we sure that is the case? We're absolutely sure. You can see here on the map that the plane was down 10 kilometers inside our borders. Remember when that movie came out? The movie was Cat in the Hat, the live one. Oh yeah, boy, that movie was something. Yeah, there's a couple of good jokes in there, but it sure was not a good actual Cat in the Hat movie. Like, as an adaptation, I feel pretty safe in saying it was an utter failure. But there were a couple of funny lines that got me, just so they get the kind of dumb humor. All right, so this is terrible. What should we do? They're trying to lure us into a trap. We need to utilize diplomacy. Order military retaliation immediately. We'll do whatever is needed. What's the orders? Yeah, we're gonna approach diplomatically. We don't want the war. I'll begin working on it. This is our best bet. So Vulcan's upset, but Iosef is agreeing with me, basically. I have no idea, Mr. President. We should hold a military parade to display our strength. Work well as a deterrent. Alright, everybody is in favor of it? Yeah, do the parade. Understood. That's all, Mr. President. I'll keep you updated on the situation. Time to Anschluss some land. They're the ones trying to Anschluss me. Urgent meeting on potential alliances. Oh, goody. This is what we want, baby. But this is what it's all been about. So, matter was serious. Hold on, get this little glowy thing to go away. We're gonna channels, military parade. Was this tax the rich? If only Anti-Rain was brave to do so. Don't touch our alcohol. Sigh of relief. Source plane shot down. Protects luxuries from further taxes. The government knows the value of hard-earned money and letting you spend it the way you deserve. Okay. Came as fast as we could. Want everyone to be president. We've received an envoy from Arcasia. They were requesting a state visit. Let's go! Let's go! Judging from the current climate, it's not hard to see what this is about. ATO is always trying to expand its influence after all. They will most likely try to convince us to join. In addition, as part of this state visit, Dwight Walker will, of course, meet with you in person, Mr. President. Let's see. It's about time. It's about time. I wanted to meet with him as well. I bet he'll come asking us for cooperation under the guise of enforcing their demands to join ATO. This will antagonize half the world against us, and we are going to be at the forefront of the battle. With the courage of our troops and our allies, we can defend our nation against anyone. I assure you, we don't need any outside help. Definitely not from Dwight Walker. Let's see here. I want to take the least amount of risk for Sordland. This is way more at risk than entering power ATO. Mr. Walker never gives anything for free. There will be some concessions for sure. Mr. Whiskey, you are our... whiskey for my rain, beer for my horses. Yeah. Our most experienced foreign policy expert. What's your take on this? What do you think is the right action? Well, tension is increasing rapidly, Mr. President. I'm worried about the future. One misstep and the whole world might be engulfed in chaos. I'm afraid it might not be possible to stay neutral in this case. Our geopolitical position is simply too important. Soon we will have to take a side. If we don't pick a side, we may end up right in the middle of a potential conflict. I'm of the opinion that this is an opportunity that we can't miss.
It all boils down to your decision. But I say we should at least listen to what Dwight Walker has to say.
Let's see. Very well, accept their offer. Easy peasy. I guess I could have asked Lucian for help, but whatever. There's a tiny detail. We need to get over with it. How should we welcome their delegation? Make it as extravagant as you can. We need to impress them. As you wish. I've taken a note.
I think that'll be all for today. Thank you all for attending.
World map. How often were lines redrawn? What about the future? What's going on down here? Attack and soul down. Yeah. Oh, special operations is about to go in. I guess diplomatic talks failed. Reduced crimes happening. That's good. All right, what's next? State visit of President Walker. All right, that's gonna be a pretty big thing. So you know what? We're actually just gonna stop it there. I know it was a short stream today. Maybe what I'll try to do. Oh shoot! I think we just disconnected. No, we're good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that was a short stream today, but it's just I've just had some stuff to take care of. What I might try to do then, maybe tomorrow, is get 2 New England episodes up. Yeah, as an apology. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. In the next episode, I guess President Walker will join us, and yeah, we'll finally set up our alliance, which has been a big thing I've been wanting to do. And we'll probably do Nixon voice for Walker. I saw somebody said Kennedy, but I think he's clearly an older guy, so I don't think that would work. Anyway, yeah, and thank you very much for the super chats. That is what funds the live streams. You all have yourselves a wonderful evening. Good night.